Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're currently in France and we're enjoying some very hot weather. We spent the night here last night and very peaceful it was too. So you're in the sun there, so as there's nobody else here, I'll just reposition the van, I think. Good positioning in relation to the sun is half the battle at keeping cool.
So is your shadow lined up with the van?
Not quite. There we go. Van's all protected at the back, so that won't be getting hot. And now we got the door in the shade. The Reflectix really stops that glass heating up. Coffee time. I think we're both in the mood this morning that we don't really want to do very much. We do intend to go out later. At the end of the track is what looks like a farmhouse, but everything's locked up and we haven't seen anybody come up the drive. Is the coffee ready? Lovely. Can't beat that for service. The only problem here is our coffee is becoming a swimming pool for little black flies. Not because they're landing on it deliberately, but they've been blown in it by a strong wind. We wouldn't normally get our table and chairs out at a wild camping spot, but as we've seen nobody since we've been here, we thought we would.
There's a letter here from a lady who started caravanning with her parents in 1956. And then she and her husband bought their first caravan in 1968. And they've been touring ever since. So they've had 16 caravans. And then last year, when they reached the age of 80, they downsized to a smaller caravan. They retired 25 years ago and have spent around half of each year touring extensively in Europe and the UK. Long may it last.
Good for them.
Yeah, let's hope that's us when we get to 80.
Okay, we're out of here. Off to a supermarket now. Get something for tonight and tomorrow.
Got a route plotted to Leclerc. It's 21 kilometres away, but we need to top up the battery, so let's get going.
Now this one's a very pretty house. I love these wide open views you get here. This one's just going to be a swift in and out as we've taken you shopping twice so far.
Okay, shopping all done?
Yeah.
Let's find the spot for some lunch.
What's the view, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it?
This is the place. Once again, we're going to park in the shade. Croissants are always delicious, and so are their crisps. Well, that was a top-notch lunch, Bunny. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's a nice lunch with croissants, isn't it?
Yeah, because
And cheese.
it's less food than if you buy a French stick.
A lot less bread.
Felt a bit guilty parking directly next to this guy here because he was having his lunch, and I bet as we roared into the car park we created a big cloud of dust. So luckily he didn't have his doors open.
He was listening to the radio and he did the right thing and turned it off when we got here so he didn't disturb us.
Which was jolly decent of him. Having a problem with my knees this trip. It's because I'm probably wearing shorts and it's a reaction to the sun. It's like I think a heat rash. It's hot. I don't think I'm going to win any sexy knees competitions. It's so peaceful here, but it hasn't always been that way. And that's because we're parked up at a hidden V1 launching site. There were over 400 of these sites spread across the region. So in 1943 the Germans built this V1 site here, and it was discovered by a member of the French resistance, and of course following that it was heavily bombed, and here's one of the bomb craters.
The member of the resistance was Michel Hollard. This is his photo.
Many of us owe our lives to this man. I'm so glad they keep these places. It's a wonderful reminder of just how crazy we can be at times. So back in the day, this path was where they parked up the V1 bombs ready for launching, one behind the other. And each trench could hold, I think, about 80. I would imagine this old engine used to move them about. Thanks to the resistance, this place was bombed by the RAF. Not much left, is there? The site is much bigger than we thought it would be. Here comes Daisy May. Now further back, just on the edge of the woods, we come across the V1 launching site.
So the direction of the V1 bombs couldn't be controlled, so they had to point them in the direction of London, which was 200 kilometres to the northwest. And once they were fired, they just dropped out the sky when they ran out of fuel. This is the fire control bunker, right next to the ramp. Let's take a look inside the control room. Well, it's not very big. So this is a large tank that held water that was used for washing down the ramps after each firing, and that's the blockhouse of the water pumping station that kept it full. What's really odd about these places is how peaceful they are now, and yet of course back then in World War II hundreds, maybe thousands of people were killed by this site. Apparently also people in the local area were killed when these rockets failed and fell short. This is the heart of the works, a building the Germans call the Ricket House, the cathedral. It's an amagnetic building that doesn't contain any ferrous metal material to interfere with the control of the bomb.
This is a narrow one. Shit, I wonder how many people are looking at that view and then miss the bend. If you're coming to France, then try using these back roads. You see so much more and there's far less traffic. We got a big day tomorrow and it's time to find somewhere to spend the night. Well, centigrade is, well, or Fahrenheit, it don't really matter. It's just for testing the temperature, isn't it? So,
do we know what it should be?
What was it called, this dish?
I don't know, it's something to do, salmon, something or other.
We forgot to show them the box.
Yeah. I think we do it to like 175.
We don't use one of these very often. Oh, I completely collapsed this afternoon. Went out like a light. I think it must be the heat that's got to me in the end. And we decided we're going to reheat this to 165 degrees Fahrenheit.
So the web says.
This is that fan we bought the other day. Pretty useless, I'd say.
So we're going to take it home and you're going to have it up in your study. And you're going to put water in it and have it as an air conditioning unit, aren't you?
Well, that all depends. If it takes up too much room, it might get dumped before we ever get that far. It didn't get dumped, and it's now in service at home. Quite a large forest, lots of bike trails and stuff. I think we're about 8 kilometres from Rouen at the moment, and the plan is we're going to visit Rouen tomorrow if the weather's okay. Can hear rumblings of thunder, can't we?
I think we've had a lucky escape with the thunderstorms because I think they're where we were earlier on today.
Oh, really?
I think that's where they are now, north of us.
Ah, right. So we might miss them.
Round the edge of them, and they're heading north now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Certainly feeling a lot cooler here now, which is good. Certainly looks hot.
So what should it be?
165
Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Here comes the dinner. So this is salmon, potatoes in a cream sauce, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then rice, yeah.
And we put vegetables, nice crispy bits.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not like that raspberry then?
Not much.
Have this one then.
Yeah, I'll swap you the beer.
Yeah, I wondered why that one wasn't so fizzy.
So mine's down on the floor here.
Okay.
Cheers, Bunny. Thanks for cooking.
Oh, it's just heating up. I think it's going to be too hot to eat.
Looking a bit gloomy out there now, isn't it?
You hear the rumblings.
Yeah.
It's gone very dark. Looks like it's going to miss us.
So what do you make of this food then, Bunny?
Very nice. Nice big lumps of salmon in it.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to do, isn't it?
We meant to show you what it looked like before we cooked it, but both of us completely forgot, so apologies for that. Okay, the rain has just arrived. We've got all the windows and doors shut now, so let's see how it develops. Thought I'd run the engine for a bit, get a little bit of aircon, put a little bit more juice back in the battery.
Do you want half and half?
Yeah, shall we do half and half?
Yeah.
Let it yum. I certainly know how to make cakes.
French patisseries. What one's that? Coffee?
Coffee, beautiful.
This one's a chocolate.
Mm.
It's got chocolate inside as well.
Yeah, chocolate cream. See what you think. I know what she'll think. They're the beers, aren't they?
Both chocolate.
Yummy. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like, hit that subscribe button and share us with your friends. That's all for now. We'll catch you in the next one.